Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to STEAM Mondays. My name is Miss Julie, and I work for the Schenectady County Public Library. Today, we are going to be making mindfulness jars. So to get started, you're going to need a few things that hopefully you can find around your house. If not, maybe we can figure out some workarounds together. So the first thing that we're going to need to do is collect some supplies from around the house. The first thing you're going to need is a jar. It doesn't have to be a glass jar like this. It just needs to have a lid. So if you have a soda bottle lying around or a water bottle, you can just take the label off of it and use that, just as long as it has a really tight lid because you're going to shake them up. The next thing you're going to need is glue. The glue should be clear or it's not going to work out so well for you. This glue has glitter in it, and that's totally okay as long as it's just clear glue. You're going to need either super glue or a hot glue gun, and you're going to need an adult's help for this part. This is the very last step. And then you're going to need some warm water and some glitter. I have a couple of different colors of glitter. And then if you would like your jar to be a certain color, you can use food coloring. So you could put blue dye in there too, and it'll make it look really neat. I also have some googly eyes that I'm going to throw into mine and some gems left over from a different craft project. You can really put anything that you want into these jars. That's what makes them so fun. And they can be used for children and kids of all ages, really. So once we're done with our mindfulness jar, and this is full of our water and our glue and our glitter, what are we going to use it for? Well, the reason it's called a mindfulness jar is because you're going to shake it up and you're going to wait till all of the sparkles fall to the bottom of the jar. And it's going to give you an opportunity to breathe. So sometimes when we're feeling like a lot of emotions, it's a nice way to stop and just think about one thing. Being mindful means being aware of how you're feeling. So using a device like a mindfulness jar is a way to calm down before we maybe react to how we're feeling. And this can be used with any age. I've seen it used in middle schools quite frequently in classrooms. And I think it is a really great device, and it's also really fun to look at. So let's get started. All right, to get started, you're going to take your jar or your water bottle, whatever you're using, and you're going to fill it about a third of the way full with warm water. Once you have it a third of the way full, you're going to put your glitter glue or your clear glue in there. You're going to want to put a good amount, like half a bottle. Once you have the 1/3 of water and a lot of the glitter glue or clear glue in there, you're going to put the lid on and you're going to shake it up really tight. That's going to leave you with like a foamy mixture, and that's when you're going to want to add the rest of the water. You're going to want to fill your jar almost all the way to the top, and then you're going to add all the other ingredients that you want. Any of the glitter you want, the gems I'm going to add, and I'm going to also add some googly eyes. So you're just going to add all that to that mixture, and then you're going to mix it up again. So have fun adding some glitter. I'm going to be using a combination of glitter for mine. I'm using really fine glitter, but I also have this bigger, thicker glitter. And that's going to make it so that the glitter falls in my jar at different rates. And it's going to just look really cool. So add as much glitter as you want. Any of your other things like googly eyes, pom-poms, gems, and then we're going to mix it up again. So the last step is going to be gluing your jar closed. This is really important because if you don't, you could have glitter all over your house if it opens up or starts to leak. So you're just going to put the jar lid on as tight as you can, and then you're going to ask for help from an adult. And you're either going to use super glue or hot glue. I'm using super glue, and you're just going to put it around all of the edges where there could be any potential leaks in your jar. You're going to wait for that to dry. You're going to want it to dry really good before you practice using it. So here's my completed mindfulness jar. As you can see, there's still just a little bit of space at the top, That's really good. It helps collect the glitter. It makes it so when you shake it, it gets really wild in there. So I'm going to shake it up. Are you ready? All right. See all that glitter moving around? Now we're going to watch the glitter as it starts to fall back down to the bottom of the jar. If you let one of these sit for long enough, the glitter should all be towards the bottom of the jar. So if you think about your emotions as the glitter inside this jar, when you're angry or excited, everything's flying around and really crazy. But if you just take a couple of deep breaths and take a second to think about how you're feeling and why you're feeling the way you're feeling, you're going to be able to respond. Thank you for joining me making mindfulness jars today. I hope that you had fun, and I would love to see pictures of your jars in the comments below. And remember, this activity is great for kids of all ages. If you have toddlers, you can put different things in there. You could even put little plastic letters, and you could make it a literacy game. But mindfulness jars are a really great way to stop and think about how you're feeling.